Hello and good day, beautiful soul. How are you? It is a dusty day here in El Paso, Texas. And I remind myself, even though it's like really dusty and there's no way that you can keep the air clean, which is what our topic of the day is, clearing the air. Here are some things and ways that people often do this and think that they're getting everything done that they need to. Truth is, they've gotten a very good start. And so I'm just going to keep going here a little bit. Clearing the air is about so much more than just clearing the energy, because you actually clear the energy within yourself, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your emotions, and of course, your physical environment. And perhaps you've noticed that the background is a little bit different today, and I was doing something just a little differently, and I thought, oh, okay, so following guidance. What is clearing the air all about? Have you ever heard of the song, I Can See Clearly Now the Rain Has Gone, or something like that? I'm not very good with lyrics, titles, or anything like that. However, when the fog is gone, when we take a few moments to actually center and rest and nurture ourselves, we're clearing out deeper levels of energy that our bodies have collected. We are magnets for so much more than what we want to attract. Our our aura, your aura, is the words I'm getting are breeding ground for both positive and negative. Now, this isn't about scaring the holy you know what out of you or anything like that. It is to help make you become more aware of what happens when you don't take the time for self-care. Yesterday and for the past few days, I've been waking up so very, very early, even early for me. I haven't used an alarm clock in probably 6.5 years. Now, the exception to that is that I do use one if I want to go to the airport, because on those days, there is something in my own mind that says, well, you're going to miss it. You're going to oversleep. So on those days, I do set an alarm clock. But I woke up yesterday really, really early, like about 4 something in the morning, and started my day. So yesterday afternoon, after treating myself to lunch, because I went and had my car serviced, the safety check, we have that here in Texas. Every year the car must be safety inspected, which I think is a good thing, and your insurance must be up to date. So I sat in the sun because the little waiting room was being remodeled, and one of the service techs offered to bring out a chair, and he cleaned it from all the dust. So I was sitting in the sun for a while working on the next project. And I remember feeling just so at peace, even with all the chaos and the noise around me. There was this big, huge truck, and it was just on. And there were guys painting and changing things, and of course, the normal business activities. It, on that particular day, I was waiting quite a while, because there were 4 cars, one, two, three, four, three or four cars in front of me, in front of mine. And when I was finished doing what I could do, sitting on that chair with things, sliding around on my lap, I just was at such peace. And that's not how it used to be. Even just as much maybe as a month ago, I would have said, okay, so when is this going to happen? And I might have looked at the clock. And what does this have to do with clearing the air? Clearing the air is all about being in your own zone of genius, in your own brilliance, how you show up for you in different situations and experiences in different physical locations. Because yesterday was not what I would consider clear. If you looked around at the chaos of all the guys doing the work and the clients or customers coming in and out for car servicing and safety inspection stickers, and yet there I was at total peace. The air was clear because the air in this instance represents my own energy. So no matter where you are, no matter what's happening around you, whether it's at your office, at a home of a friend, family, or even in your own home environment, you can be totally at peace. Now, this isn't about allowing people to, thank you, violate your boundaries or take advantage of you, but when you are in that perfect zone of just peace, time kind of stands still, or it stretches, it bends, and you're able to get more and more done. And this isn't about packing more stuff into your already busy day. It's about allowing you the freedom to move around within your surroundings, whatever they are. When you can see clearly, when you allow you enough time and space to clear your mind. That's a great idea. Thank you. So I was just reminded, here's something I am going to literally be doing after I finish up this segment for you. And as I often share, I don't really know what we're going to be talking about until I actually sit down in front of the camera or the laptop and do this with and for you. And it is the honest, I don't know why people say that, because I don't recall ever not having been honest, transparent, and sometimes vulnerable in front of you. So here's what I'm going to be doing after this segment. I'm going to do what I call a brain dump or a mind, yeah, that's a good way to say it, a mind meld. Except in this particular instance, I'm going to take the time to write down everything I want to be doing in the next 2 or 3 days and kind of prioritizing it, not kind of, but prioritizing it. That way I empty my mind. I have clear space. I have cleared the air so that I feel freer to do what I want and need to do. The reason I'm going to do this is because it then allows me to channel the information. We're going to be working on a very new project, and it's exciting. It is a little scary because I've not done it before in this way, or the way that we're going to be doing it. And what is it? It's the Angel Intuitive Intensive, but more about that later. And I want to free up my conscious mind so that I can connect more clearly, more openly, more genuinely, if that's quite the right word in this moment, with my subconscious, with my angels, to know how to do. We're going to be creating a set of videos explaining and introducing, and so it's like, okay, so that's a little something new. It's different than, not really, but feels different than what I'm doing here with you in this moment. So how do you do a brain dump? You can do that in several different ways. I have several different spreadsheets going, one for the ideas of different books that the angels have given me, and there's a certain order, and sometimes that order gets rearranged. But I write down the like kind of like the basic outline of the book, and then I go on, so I have it, and yet it's not occupying space in my mind. When you have so much going on in that beautiful head and conscious mind of yours, it can be like trying to figure out what pathway to take, what to do first, how to do it, so that you don't remember or don't forget everything or anything, so that you remember everything you want to do. For the, I don't know how many, maybe 20 years I've done this brain dump or mind meld. And the melding part, beautiful soul, is where you're actually taking the energy out of your mind, your conscious mind, putting it down on paper, on a spreadsheet, on your computer, wherever, someplace that you can easily reconnect with it. And I like to highlight things off as I accomplish them. I used to draw a line through, and then I wouldn't be able to see clearly what I had just accomplished or I had accomplished during the day or the week. So I now highlight it. So it helps me to know it visually and to counteract counter what the conscious mind ego chitter chatter says is like, well, you didn't get so much done today. Well, some things actually require more linear time than it first appears. And so by highlighting, writing down and highlighting what you've accomplished, what you finished or completed actually gives you a sense of finality, a closure. You can take note of what it is you are doing, what you have done, and you can see what else still needs to be done. But primarily, it's to get everything out of your head so that you have space to work, to play, and to simply just be. Clearing the air. So let's go over some of the basics. Incense. I incense my home in at least two places every day, because I work in here in my home office that you see behind me, all these beautiful books and things on the walls, and where I spend time watching television or sitting on my couch and whatnot, because those are where my physical body is the most. And on occasion, I will light some incense on my bedside table to clear the energy out of my bedroom as well. There are other things that you can do. So maybe once a week or once a month on the full moon or the new moon, you can do a deep smudge with resins or white ceremonial sage, any other, yes, lavender buds, organic bay leaves, although those are kind of hard to keep burning for any length of time, at least in my experience. You can use a spray that you come up with essential oils. You can put lavender, sage, eucalyptus, bergamot. They're telling me bergamot. Let's see, peppermint, or you can put all of these together or in combinations. Some people like just pure lavender in an alcohol base. I like to combine them because, yes, and either put patchouli or benzoine or something to help ground. So you want to clear the energy, and sometimes I will do some spraying, and I will take that spray to me to the different venues where I do readings for psychic fairs or intuitive fairs, Southwest Expo, just because. And the other part is you want to clear your physical body energy, and that's with a salt bath. Use kosher or organic salts. My personal choice is Himalaya pink salt with Israeli Dead Sea salt, and then I put different oils in the top layer of the salt, and I have a salt jar, and give it maybe 10 minutes for the salt to absorb the oils, and then I put that salt into the bath water. Because if you put essential oils just on the top of the bath water, that's nice, but it kind of sits there, so it doesn't get in there and get dispersed through the bath water. So see, lots of things that you can do. Please share this with others. Love to see hearts and thumbs up, comments, like what you do, how this has helped you, validate, confirm, do something different, add to what you're already doing. What do you do to clear the air within you, within your space, within your energy, your emotions, your soul, your heart, and your aura? What do you do, beautiful soul? This is the Angel Lady, and yes, I've just been reminded. Do join us in the Facebook group. It is closed, so it's by invitation or just ask to join Angels for Success and Prosperity. We do a little bit more than what we're doing here, although today is pretty much in depth, right? It's pretty much telling it all like it is as far as clearing the air. And on every Wednesday, we have a training. This past Wednesday, it was all about gratitude and what it does and what it can do for you, how to work with it, and affirmations. So click on the link, ask to join us, and become part of something more. Do post, do share. Thank you for being with me, with us, my angels and I, during the live broadcast, this live stream. And of course, if you're watching later, you'll get all the goodies just the same. This is the Angel Lady, and so until next time, bye-bye. Yes, be good to yourself and do your self-nurturing and do your clearing. Clear the air, beautiful soul. You'll be surprised what is right in front of you, what's being shown to you and revealed. So